All right, so now we're at number 12. Which of the following situations could be modeled by the equation x divided by 2 equals 3/4 x minus 10? So A says the Badgers have won half of their football games this year. Next year they hope to win 3/4 of their football games. If they play 10 games, how many more do they hope to win next year than they won this year? All right, so the x divided by 2 works for winning half if x is our number of games, okay? But here, if I want to win 3/4 of my games, I would need to do 10 minus 3/4 x. All right, B, the movie theater has 2 different discounts. The military discount is half of the regular ticket price. So again, x divided by 2 works for that if x is my ticket price. The senior discount is either 3/4 of the regular ticket price or $10 off for larger groups. For what ticket price are the 2 discounts the same? So here, 3/4 of the ticket price, that's right, 3/4 x, but then I would not subtract another 10. I would actually have another equal sign here, and it would be 10 minus x. So that one is not correct. All right, C, Arnold finds the blender he wants to buy at 2 different stores. The discount store regularly offers it at 3/4 of retail price, and they also have a $10 off coupon running. So 3/4 or 3/4 of the retail price, so x has got to be the original price, and then minus an additional $10. So this is correct for half of my equation. All right, so the kitchen store regularly offers it at retail price, but they have a 50% off coupon. 50% means you're going to cut it in half, and if you divide by 2, you're cutting in half. All right, 13. Which interest rate and time period result in the lowest total loan repayment for a $5,000 loan? So since it doesn't say compound, we're using simple interest. Okay, so what I need to do is I have to calculate all of these using simple interest. Oh, that one's 4 years. So again, see how quick and easy you can mess up. All right, so if we work all of these, here are the interests that I would get for each account. So again, this is a loan that I'm paying back, so I want the lowest amount of interest. So that would be here, this $1,500, which would be A. All right, 14, which compound interest rate and time period result in the highest yield? So yield and investment means I want the greatest amount. I want the most free money that I can get. So you would use your compound interest rate, and you would have to do it for each problem. And then to the 3rd years would be your time. Okay, so for 3 years I would get $5,470.52. And so for B, you would do the same thing. You have to put the whole thing in again, and you would get $5,771.59. Again, I would do the same thing for C, and I would get $5,441.96. And then for D, I would get $6,072.28. So again, I want the highest yield. This is an investment, so D would be my answer. All right, 15 is vocabulary. What is the name of interest earned or paid on principal in previously earned or paid interest? So this is compound interest. Compound interest is when you get interest on the interest. All right, 16, which inequality represents the solution? Okay, so all you do is we solve this one. So 16 All right, so first thing I need to do is move my x's, and again I want to move my smaller x. All right, so these are going to cancel. And I would be left with 1.5x minus 6.5. All right, now I want to get everything away from the x. So this is when I do PEMDAS backwards. So I add and subtract first. So this is minus 6.5. So I do the opposite. I add it. So I'd be left with 9 and then 1.5x. And then finally, the 1.5 is being multiplied, so I divide. And so 9 divided by 1.5 is 6. It's less than x. So I have to flip-flop it. If I got 6 is less than x, I can flip the whole inequality. So as long as the alligator is still eating the 6, I am okay. So your answer would be A. All right, 17. Ryan opens a savings account with $900. His account earns interest at a rate of 1.3% compounded annually. How much money is in the account after 4 years? So you're going to use your equation or your formula and fill in what you know. So principal is 900. The rate is 0.013 and the time is 4. So in your calculator, you would do 900 times 1 plus 0.013 to the 4th power. And I get $947.72. This says how much money is in the account. So I do want the A here. I do want the total. Okay? How much money is in the account? I want the total. It doesn't ask me just for the interest. So the correct answer here would be D. 18. Karen has $800 in an account earning 4.5% simple interest. How much more interest would her account earn in 7 years with annually compounded interest? All right, so here I'm doing simple and I'm doing compounded. So simple interest, I equals PRT. So my principal is 800, my rate is 0.045, and my time is 7. So if you put that in your calculator, 800 times 0.045 times 7, I get an interest of 252. All right, compound interest. So my principal is the same, my rate is the same, and my time is the same. So again, if I put this into my calculator, I get a total amount of $1,088.69. All right, here's the mess up. You guys compared I and A. I need to find the interest because it says how much more interest. So I have got to subtract my total amount and I have to subtract my principal. And I get $288.69. Now I'm still not done because it says how much more interest. So now I've got to compare this number, 252, with the 288.69. So again, I would just subtract one more time to get a total of $36.69. Again, give the question what it wants, not what you want to give it. All right, our last problem. Alan and Kurt are asked to write an expression about a mystery number. Alan writes 5 less than 1/3 of the mystery number. All right, so Alan writes 5 less, minus 5, than 1/3 of means multiply, and the mystery number we don't know, so that's x. Okay? Kurt writes the sum of -3, all right, and sum means add 1/6 of the mystery number. We don't know what that mystery number is. So if Alan and Kurt have the same mystery number, which of the following can be used to find x? So if it's the same, we want it to be equal. And our equation matches up with C. Now for number 20, we're going to solve this. All right, so I'm going to rewrite it real quick. Okay, so the quickest way on this one to solve it is to use your calculator and use your function that will solve equations. So remember, to put a fraction in, you have to use parentheses and do 1 divided by 3, that's a third, close parentheses. That's being multiplied by x, and then subtract 5. This equals a negative 3 plus, again I've got a fraction so I open parentheses, 1 divided by 6 for a sixth, and then times x. And again remember your comma x. And you get x equals 12. So if you got 19 wrong, you most likely got 20 wrong. All right, so that's it for your corrections for Unit 3. I hope this helped you guys out some, and I hope you understand this material a little bit better now.